Hi, Craig Lamont again, and now that you guys have watched Phase 1 of the HQL video, which basically just covered the installation of Skype and setting up a contact within Skype, I think we're ready to move on to the next phase. What I'm going to do here is show you folks the piece of software that we use to make the phone calls and how it is installed. This is a very simple process. There are a couple of things that you'll want to make sure of before we do this installation. One of the most important things being that you do already have a computer headset that does include a microphone. And the other couple steps are a little more technical. We need to make sure that you have disabled or turned off your Windows firewall within your operating system. If you do not know how to do that, we'd be more than happy to help you. For those of you that are running Windows 7 or Windows Vista, I will go ahead and show you now how to disable that firewall. So we'll start by just clicking our Start button here, and we'll go to the Control Panel. And once the Control Panel is open, we will choose System and Security, and you'll notice the second one down from the top is Windows Firewall. Now, depending on how you have your computer set up, everything may not appear the exact same way as you're seeing it here on my screen, but you should be able to find the Windows Firewall choice somewhere on your screen in that menu. So we'll go ahead and select Windows Firewall, and you'll see that my firewalls are all marked red because they're already off, and that's why. So, but I will show you on the left side, you'll see here an option, Turn Windows Firewall On or Off. We'll click that. Now, if they're on, naturally these dots are going to be selected. Turn on Windows Firewall, turn on Windows Firewall. And what you need to do is just simply select Turn Off Windows Firewall for both types of networks. And we'll hit OK, and that does it. The firewalls are now off. So we will close this. Now, we are assuming at this point that you have been offered a position with us. In that event, what will happen is we will need to install the piece of software onto your machine that will make the outbound calls for you. All these calls are automated. Our whole entire system is automated, so you're not using your own cell phone or anything of that nature. Everything is done via the internet, and it's a very simple procedure to get set up. So let me show you how that will be done. What I'm going to do at this point is I'm just going to access my email because I have my installation kits for the software in my email box. So I'll go ahead and find my different my setups here, and you'll notice there's thousands of junk mail. I've had this email address for quite some time, so there are a lot of different junk in here that you might be seeing, but go ahead and just disregard that. What I will do is I will find one of my installation kits here. We will just choose this one, and you'll see the basic information that's provided. Now, this information ends here and starts here. And this is instructions on exactly how to do the installation. So I will leave this open so we can see this information. And you'll notice here I'm instructed if I would like to install, I'm instructed to download the program from this link. Now, once I have emailed you or given you the information in Skype, you should be able to just click the link, and there you'll see the download has already began. And the download is already finished, so I'll just go ahead and click it, and we'll run. Now it's asking for first name, last name, extension, and password. This information is also in the email. It is all located right here. Okay, so we will make sure that we key this information in. And look, there's a mistake in this install kit. There is no extension number. So I'm not going to be able to use this one. I'll go back and find a different install kit that is viable. So 1 second. And this one is viable, but that one's already used, I know from experience. So we'll try this one. No extension number. Bear with me, folks. Okay, we will try this one. Okay, so I will just key in all this information to match this information here. Okay, so we'll go APT underscore Craig7 extension 4011 password 83 colon less than / colon 7 equal sign. And once we've keyed everything in, we'll hit install, and that should start it. And as you see, it did. The install is downloading, and will begin very shortly. And this is important. When you're doing this installation, you need to be sure that your headset is plugged in. You'll notice this box here, which says DLL register server and SIP VoIP SDK.dll succeeded. That is the DLL file. It's a small file that controls all of the voice communication over the net. Basically, being able to make phone calls over the internet is controlled by this file. If your headset is not plugged in while you're doing this installation, this file will not register correctly. So you need to make sure while you're doing this install that your headset is plugged in. I probably should have mentioned that earlier, but now you know. If the headset wasn't plugged in and you got this far, start over. Make sure your headset's plugged in. So we know that the DLL file succeeded. Okay, it says we are now ready to run a test. Contact your team leader. Okay, and then now we'll go ahead and quit. And we're back to the desktop. And you'll see here on my desktop is an icon for the caller program. It's called YTM Agent. This is our calling program that controls all of our outbound calls. So I will go ahead and double click this to start the program. Now after you install, it will need to be updated. So as soon as you double click this, as I have just done, I'm prompted and told that the program needs to update. So I will go ahead and update, and it's a really quick process, flies right through the update, and then we are ready to go. The installation has completed. You now still have your YTM agent icon at the top, and you should be able to double click and start that program, and now everything is ready to go. You are now at this point fully prepared to make outbound calls and fully prepared to start setting appointments and making some money. So that is how we install the actual calling software. Again, before installing the software, you will need to get the installation information from either Jennifer or myself. Feel free to contact us by telephone or by Skype. At this point, if you've went through phase 1, you should probably already have both Jennifer and I added to your Skype contacts, and I'm hoping that's the case. But at this point, you are ready to start making outbound calls. So everything is set up, and if you've gotten this far, you're ready to start making some money. Now, we will be back with phase 3 of our videos, and we will in phase 3 we will be showing you our calendar system, which is through the Google website, and this calendar system enables us to schedule the appointments and time frames for the different insurance agents that we have as clients, and there are quite a few. We have clients all over the country. So the calendar system is not complicated. It's very easy to learn, and we will be explaining that to you in our next video. And then we will also begin to, in the final video, I will have basically just a video of me making outbound calls with you guys being able to hear those calls being made. Now, the disadvantage is you may not be able to hear the person on the other end of the line, but you will be able to hear me deliver the script, and you'll get a feel for exactly how the calls go. At this point, you should also, if you have contacted us through Skype as instructed in Phase 1's video, you should also now already have some call recordings that you've listened to, as well as our typed out script. So you should have been able to look that over and get a little feel for that. But if that hasn't happened yet, we will make sure it happens. Get a hold of Jennifer on Skype or myself on Skype, and we will get you anything you need. But this video is basically just to show you how to get the calling software installed. And at this point, it's installed. We've got it taken care of. So we'll see you on the next video. Hopefully you didn't have too much trouble. If there were any issues, again, feel free to contact Jennifer or myself, and we'll be more than happy to help you through it.